Good afternoon and good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and CoffeeStream number 312. It is Monday, and I am quite literally zombie pressed today. I am exhausted. I didn't get a good night's sleep last night, so hopefully I will not make too many mistakes today. I am just, wow, as the title says, zombie press. Um, oh, excuse me. Okay, so we've got some stories for to read today. Um, Grillin' Pirate Pete, welcome. He says like, share, and subscribe, and if you don't, it just goes to prove that you're ableist. I love it. Love it. Hello, Costin. Martin H, hello. Good to have you here. So, yeah, I'm just, everything from yesterday just kind of hit me today, because that's how my brain works. I was upset yesterday, but today, it's just kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. So I'm just kind of muddling through my day, but I wanted to do a show to, you know, do keep consistent, keep my mind busy. So let's carry on, shall we? Oh my god, Blind Press, you just started. Stop with the yawning. Seriously, just can you yawn a little bit later on in the stream? Not right now. Okay, let's go to share screen. Let's go to application window. And we'll go to Safari, and that's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. Okay, let's try again. There we go. All right, so we've got some stories from Gunfox today, and some from me. So it's a good balance. I wish my eyes would stop making me want to rub them. This is annoying. The stream told me the live event will begin in 416 minutes. That's weird. That is weird. You got us anytime you need us. Well, thank you very much, Martin. You guys are awesome. AP! How you doing, buddy? Glad to have you. BP, I heard some fight broke out on the coffee stream after I left. Is this true? There was some silliness in chat, but it's not really worth talking about. It was just people trying to stir up drama. It didn't really work. So I'll just leave it at that. Let's see. So this story here comes from Mr. Gunfox. Mississippi ex-correctional officer who kicked, punched, and stomped on an inmate gets prison time. Well, yeah, I would hope so, because while you do have to, assert dominance sometimes over prisoners, and that's why you're equipped with nightsticks and things, you don't really need to be stomping and punching and kicking people. Hello, Gunny. Hello, RVA. Glad to have you both here. So let's read this here.
A former Link, Mississippi corrections officer who kicked, punched, and stomped on an inmate was sentenced Friday to nearly 6 years in prison.
Good.
Shelley Griffith, 29, who worked with the Mississippi Department of Corrections, MDOC, pleaded guilty in December 2017 to violating the civil rights of an inmate Leon Hayes by using excessive force against him, according to a Link news release.
Oh man, so this dude got beat up by a chick guard? Oh, that can't be good for him in jail. Oh man. Not only did a guard beat him up, but he got his ass stomped in by a chick. That is that is not that will not go well for him.
From the Justice Department. Investigators said Griffith physically assaulted Hayes with a dangerous weapon on May 25, 2016. At the time, she was working as an officer at the Central Mississippi Correctional Facility, CMCF, in Rankin County, Mississippi. A former corrections officer at the Central Mississippi Correctional Facility was sentenced Friday for assaulting an inmate. Image.
So this is her picture, I think.
This type of behavior is at Google Maps. This type of behavior is unacceptable and will not be tolerated by the Department of Justice, Assistant Attorney General Eric Dreeben said. The Civil Rights Division is committed to prosecuting those who violate the civil rights of others.
Sorry. That's not how you spell that. Okay. Sorry about that. Real life stoof. Or was he supposed to start hammering the woman and get the crack kicked out of him for being a woman beater? Yeah, good point. Probably better than fighting back. Are you feeling okay from last night? I hope you have recovered from last night. Um, I am feeling very, very, very uh, emotionally wrung out, basically. Not from the news, but from real life shit. But I'll be okay. So let's see here.
Special Agent in Charge Michelle A. Sutphin of the FBI's Jackson Division said violating a person's civil rights damages the already delicate relationship between correction officers and inmates. Link. Two other MDOC officers, Reginald Brown and Sherilyn McLean, also pleaded guilty to civil rights violations based on their involvement in the assault of Hayes.
What, 3-on-1? Holy fuck.
Brown has been sentenced to 60 months in prison, while McLean will be sentenced on March 2020, the Dodge said.
So, Reginald Brown got 5 years, I apologize, 60 months. This Shelley Griffith chick is gonna get nearly 6 years, and then the Sherilyn McLean hasn't been sentenced yet.
Link. Griffith's sentencing came amid a statewide lockdown of Mississippi prisons after weeks of violence and unrest. Earlier this month, 2 inmates, your current Link, escaped from a facility, while at least 5 inmates have died in prison riots.
Well, it sounds like the Mississippi Corrections Department is in a shambles. Somebody summon irate prostate. He's always great fun. Yeah, he might still be asleep. That might be what's going on.
Bradford Betts is an editor for Fox News.
Okay, so that's our first story of the day. So these people are being sentenced. I'm of the belief that if you're in jail, you're serving your time, but I don't think the guards have the right to stomp you and kick you and punch you. Unless, of course, you are doing something like that requires physical restraining, but even then, I don't think that would. I don't think that works. I'm sure you had a lot of news to pick from today. I did. I did. Including this story about a Pennsylvania woman. Ahem. Let's take a gander, shall we? At this wonderful story. If I can get to the headline. There we go. Pennsylvania woman injures two after allegedly driving into oncoming traffic to test her faith. Because, that's what you do to test your faith, is you put other people's lives in danger.
Capital A. Link. Pennsylvania. Woman allegedly drove. Link. Her car. Into oncoming traffic as a way to test her faith, while showing no concern for those injured from her actions, state police said.
So she has some mental issues, clearly. Apparently the other car had less faith. Yes, yes. Jesus, take the wheel, quite literally, says cynical Lindsay. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Let's see what else is.
Nadija Riley, 31, was driving around for several hours on January 7th, waiting for a calling from God, before directing her car straight into an oncoming vehicle on Route 93, according to an investigator who spoke to her.
Sounds like she's suffering from psychosis, honestly.
2 people in the other vehicle were hospitalized with injuries, according to Trooper Bruce Balliet. Riley survived and allegedly didn't care about their physical well-being because God would have protected them.
Yep, psychosis.
Link. Riley related that God took care of her by not having her injured. Balliet wrote in an arrest affidavit. Riley expressed no concerns or remorse for the victims. Riley also stated she did not care if the other people were injured because God would have taken care of them.
Yeah, she's completely. This is clear cut psychosis right here.
Her $50,000 bail was revoked last Wednesday, according to a court docket. She's charged with aggravated assault and other offenses.
Good.
Link. Click here for her lawyer, Andrew Bench, filed a notice that Riley plans to waive her formal arraignment in Carbon County Court. You are currently on a tech.
If I was this lawyer, I would be arguing for an insanity defense. Because this is, like I said, this seems like a psychosis to me.
The Associated Press contributed to the report. Her lawyer, David Arrow, is a report.
Nope, and that's the only thing. Maybe there'll be an update soon. But yeah, if I was her lawyer, I would definitely try to go for the insanity plea. Because she is clearly not within her mental capacity to understand what's going on here. Let's see. What does chat have to say? Oh, thank you, Martin. I think driving is already a test of faith, says Maniac Man. It's trusting someone won't brake check or rear end someone else. Yeah. It really is. You're not wrong, Maniac Man. When I got hit by the car in 2012, it occurred to me for the first time ever, really, just how much I put my trust in drivers to drive properly and follow the law and the rules of the road when I'm crossing the street. It's terrifying. So this next headline says security measures heightened as thousands head to Richmond for gun rights rally. So let's because this is happening today. I figured we would read about this. Oh my goodness. Stop yawning, press. You have coffee right there.
Philip Richmond, VA, stacks of chain link fencing, white covered tents and rows of metal detectors were in place Sunday night around Link, Virginia's capital in Richmond, ahead of Monday's widely publicized Link gun rights rally. Thousands of people from across the country are expected to attend the demonstration demanding Link state Democrats drop a push for Link comprehensive gun control.
You mean unconstitutional gun control?
In the Commonwealth, Richmond, once the capital of the Confederacy, has been on high alert for days Link, following threats of violence, including claims of a militia storming the Capitol to protesters weaponizing drones.
Wow. Protesters weaponizing drones and militias storming the Capitol. I didn't realize a peaceful demonstration was weaponizing drones and marching on the Capitol as a militia. This is crazy. This is crazy. This gun rally in Virginia. This gun rally in Richmond, CP24, a news channel, which racists and white supremacists will be attending. Yeah, no kidding. His little speeches sound like something a third world dictator would say to maintain power. You're not wrong. Totally unbiased, eh? Says Costin. Yeah, no kidding.
The fear, though, wasn't enough to keep Marianne Martin or her husband William away. All of our freedoms as Americans are under attack. We have to stand up for our rights. You are currently...
Yes, you do.
Marianne Martin, protester. All of our freedoms as Americans are under attack, Martin told Fox News. We have to stand up for our rights. The Martins, who live in Baltimore, MD, drove 160 miles to Richmond Sunday morning and spent much of the afternoon walking around the barricades in place around the Capitol. We wanted to check it out today, she said. If you ask me, it's a bit of overkill.
Yeah.
There had been concerns that white supremacists and anti-fascist activists would face off in Richmond, but one of those activists, Molly Conger, tweeted Sunday that there's no counter-demonstration planned for the January 26th convergence of armed militias on Virginia's Capitol. Please encourage anyone you know who is thinking about counter-protesting this event to stay away from downtown Richmond on Monday. You are currently on a text element.
So your options are Antifa or white supremacists. Are you saying that all gun owners in the States are white supremacists because they wish to protect their right to bear arms? Is that what's going on here? White supremacists equals gun owners? Wow. Okay. All right then.
Link. Molly Conger. Screen name.
And then here's the tweet from the anti-fascist person. So let's go over here again.
Also seen Sunday roaming the Capitol grounds was Link. Alex Jones. The conspiracy theorist behind InfoWars.
Oh God, Alex Jones was there. Well, that means everything that's being said is true. The white supremacists are coming to the capital of Virginia, and they're gonna kill all the anti-fascists. Oh wait, that's a lie. Oh okay. Oh, sorry. Hello, P-Dog. Why are you detaining me? Says Grill Empire Pete. Cop to his walkie. I need backup. I have a citizen here who is exercising his rights. Yeah. It's really telling when Alex Jones is right about something. See, the thing about Alex Jones is that about 50% of the time he's right, and about 50% of the time he's absolutely batshit insane. Now, the dangerous thing about Alex Jones is because he's right sometimes. So when he spouts off, you don't know whether what he's saying is right or not because he has been right. If he was one of those crazy people that never got anything right, you could just be like, oh, look, he's talking again. Everyone ignore him. But there are things that Alex Jones has brought to light that are absolutely the truth. And then, so therefore, when he starts saying things that aren't the truth, there are there are some people that will be like, well, he was right about the other thing. Um, is just it's scary. Let's see. Grill and Pepper Pete says, how screwed up do your policies have to be when the two groups that usually fight each other are standing side by side? Yeah, you're not wrong. It's telling. It's very telling.
Members associated with the Lightfoot militia, some of whom were banned from Charlottesville, VA, following the deadly 2017 Link Unite the Right rally, are expected to attend Monday's protest. Richard Spencer, a prominent white nationalist, has also indicated he might make an appearance. Security concerns have also led to road closures as well as a ban on firearms in the Capitol and on its grounds.
A ban on firearms in the Capitol and on its grounds. So when you say in the Capitol, do you mean in the Capitol building or in the capital city? Because you're just saying in the Capitol, right? So Richmond is the capital of Virginia. So when you say no, or that firearms have been banned in the Capitol and on its grounds, the way that sounds to me is that you are banning firearms from the city of Richmond, which I don't think you can do. But hey.
A ban on guns at a gun rally. I've heard it all now, Martin said. An event memorializing victims of gun violence, and another honoring the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., were also cancelled due to safety concerns. The Link, Federal Aviation Administration, has banned drones within a 2-mile radius of the Capitol, and nearby students at VCU and the Medical College of Virginia have been encouraged to stay indoors.
Oh my god, you guys, they're just protesting. Nobody from these protests has said we're coming to the Capitol to play OK Corral, alright? So you need to just stop. You need to stop right now. Why do you have to work everybody up into a terror? Like, this is fear-mongering for no goddamn reason. Citizens of your country are protesting a violation of their rights, and your reaction is to tell students not to go to school, to ban drones for 2 miles around the Capitol building, to cancel events for memorializing victims of shootings because apparently you can't memorialize victims of shootings but with and practice safe and responsible gun ownership at the same time. And you've also canceled a Martin Luther King event? I Maybe they're more concerned the drones would have cameras, maybe. But they need everyone worked up so it will start an incident so they can talk about the horrors of what happened. Yet you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Link told Fox News. Link, Virginia Citizens Defense League President Philip Van Cleve told Fox News it's not the pro-gun groups that are stoking fear.
It's not.
It's the Democrats, he said. It's almost like they want something to happen. It sounds crazy, but they keep doing it, and you have to start wondering if that's intentional. Van Cleef said membership in his organization has tripled in the past 6 weeks and that 10,000 people have signed up for free email alerts. He attributes the spike in popularity to Link, Governor Ralph Northam, and Democrats in the state legislature. Van Cleef believes they have declared war on gun owners and is counting on gun rights advocates to show up Monday to have their collective voices heard.
They are declaring war on gun owners.
It's woken up gun owners across the state, he said. Link, Trump says second. Jalen Sensi, a mother of 3 from Chesterfield County, told Fox News she's planning on coming to the rally and bring her 3 children with her. They're trying to take our guns and that's not going to happen, she said. We won't stand for it. This wouldn't happen if Republicans were still running things. In November, Democrats flipped the state Senate and the House of Delegates, giving them control of both the governor's office and the legislature for the first time in a generation. Following his re-election, Northam vowed to push through new gun control measures, saying it was a top priority for Virginia Democrats. In doing so, he angered gun rights advocates who believe he is trying to take away their rights.
But he is trying to take away their rights, and he's proving it. He's proving it that he's trying to take away their rights, blatantly. Let's see. The fear-mongering is strong in Richmond, says RVA. And by the way, the pro-gun groups do not want white supremacists anywhere near here. Yeah, I'm not doubting that at all. Because I am sensible and do not equate gun owners with white supremacy. I know heresy, but there it is. So let's move on to the next story here. Let's see. Australian wildfires is our next story. Australian wildfires prompt $11,000 fine for tossing lit cigarettes from vehicles. I can understand why. I can absolutely understand why.
Drivers in Link, Australia, caught tossing a lit cigarette from their vehicles can now face a fine of up to $11,000. The penalty took effect on Friday in New South Wales, NSW, according to a press release from the local government. It comes as Link, devastating wildfires, continue to severely impact the region.
Yeah, so if you're going to throw fucking things that are on fire out of your car, you should absolutely be fined. I don't see a problem with this at all. As much as I don't want to stand up for the white supremacists, says Maniac Man, they have just as much right to be there. Yeah, they do. They do. Hello, Duck Dog. Yay, the furnace and the snowblower are fixed. Good. Good. The bad news is it probably cost a lot of money. Why? I thought the wildfires were caused by global warming. Does throwing a cigarette out the window increase global warming? Ha ha. That's actually pretty funny, Grillin' Pirate Pete. I like that.
If a motorist commits the offense during a total fire ban, the penalty will double to 10 demerit points and a fine of up to $11,000, the Link release said.
10 demerit ouch. Ouch. That's okay. I don't agree with that because it has nothing to do with driving. I would say, yeah, the fine, because you're potentially causing a fire hazard, but to affect your ability to drive, I don't know about that. $28 for a new thermostat. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Good morning, Johnny Hellcat. Glad to have you here. Let's see.
Link. Massachusetts. As of Sunday, 69 fires continue to burn in the region, which has claimed the lives of at least 21 people, according to the Link. Guardian. Period.
So 69 fires are still going. Wow.
In this image dated December 30th, 2019, and provided by NSW Rural Fire Service via their Twitter account, firefighters are seen as they try to protect homes around. In this over.
So here's a picture.
13 point over. Link. Billion animals. York, black on white, have reportedly been killed across the county. A wallaby eats a carrot after NSW's national.
And here we go. Here's another picture.
The hefty fine will be imposed during a total fire ban, described as days when fires are likely to spread rapidly and could be difficult to control, according to the Link. County Fire Authority. You are currently on a link to click.
Oh, let me just quickly jump over to Streamlabs. That's... What are you doing, Blind Press? What are you doing? What are you doing? Get back to the correct story and go to the correct browser to open Streamlabs, you fool! Great googly moogly. Pay attention to what you're doing, Blind Press. Oh my god! Beware of Planet X. Yeah, I know, right? I spoiled the frickin' ending. I blew the ending of the last frickin' article. Because, yeah. That's apparently how things happen on this stream. Most professional blind person on the internet. Let's see here. From Martin. Thank you for the $10 donation. Hope you feel better, dude. Awesome. Thank you so much, man. You're awesome. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. So let's see here. So this is gonna happen during total fire ban days, which makes sense to me. Where did I leave off here? Okay, so the hefty fine, here we go.
The hefty fine will be imposed during a total fire ban, described as days when fires are likely to spread rapidly and could be difficult to control, according to the Link. County Fire Authority, CFA. According to data from the Link. U.S. Census Bureau. In 2018, the $11,000 penalty is nearly 1/5 of the yearly median U.S. household income.
Well, then don't throw lit things out of your window when your country is on fire. Why is this so hard to fathom? I don't get it. I just...
Passengers will also be fined $660 if they're caught tossing butts onto the roadway, which will double to $1,320 during a total fire ban, the release said. In 2019, over 200 people were caught tossing cigarettes out of their cars in NSW.
That's because cars don't come with ashtrays anymore.
Link. NSW Rural Fire Service Association President Brian McDonough said he was happy with the government's decision. This reckless behavior puts the safety of firefighting volunteers at risk, McDonough said, according to the release. I hope this move makes people think very carefully about the consequences of their actions next time they go to discard a lit cigarette.
Yeah. If you're gonna be throwing lit things out of your car when your country is burning, you kind of deserve to be fined. Just saying. So let's see here. So it looks like Iran is going to send the black boxes to the Ukraine. Downed Ukrainian planes' black boxes will be sent to the Ukraine, Iranian news agency says. Oh, let's go back to Streamlabs. Why did I close that? Booga booga booga. Go faster. Go faster. Move fastly. Thank you to Johnny Hellcat for the $10 donation. Have some Canadian shekels for no reason. Have a great day. You're great, Johnny. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Very appreciated. I just squish my butts. The cherry goes out before it touches the ground. Yeah. Yeah. There is a cop in a town near me that gives people for they there's a cop in the town near me that gives tickets for littering all the time. The department store loves him because the auto parts store loves him because the offenders buy in car trash cans and ashtrays all the time. I bet. That's actually a pretty good system. So this is let's read about the downed Ukrainian flight here. And hopefully the Ukraine will share the data with Canada.
The plane, en route to the Ukrainian capital of Kiev, was carrying 167 passengers and 9 crew members. Link. Iran says it won't keep the black boxes from the Ukraine airliner it accidentally shot down last week with a missile, killing 176 people.
I should hope it won't keep the freaking black boxes.
The black boxes of Flight 752 will not be decoded in Iran and will be transferred to Link. Ukraine. Instead, as per the country's request, the semi-official Tasnim news agency said.
Good. Let's hope they actually do it.
Link. Bloomberg. Reported Saturday. Tasnim based its reporting on Hassan Raziafer, head of the Iranian Civil Aviation Organization's Accidents Investigation Office, according to Bloomberg. You are currently on a text element. Link. Iran must compensate plane crash. Mourners attend a memorial, Tuesday, January 14th, 2000.
And we've got
Mourners
a picture here.
Iran initially denied shooting down the plane, a Boeing 737-800. The accident sparked protests in Iran and put worldwide pressure on Iranian leaders to accept responsibility and let other countries participate in the investigation. It took 3 days for Iran to accept blame for the crash. The accidents came hours after Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard launched ballistic missiles at U.S. and coalition troops at 2 military bases in Iraq in response to the U.S. airstrike that killed Iran's top commander, General Qasem Soleimani, earlier this month.
Which was a response to an attack on a fucking embassy. But no one wants to talk about that. Share with Canada, so now they want Ukraine's help in the investigation. That was the whole point, was that the Ukrainian will likely be giving them to the U.S. Yeah. It's nice driving through a town that doesn't have shit all over the place. I bet, Doc Dog. They've always said that Trudeau has always been saying that we'll be working with all the countries involved to find out what happened. So.
Link. New Iran plane. Iran says the plane was mistaken for a U.S. cruise missile by lower-ranking officers. Link. Iran says the plane was mistaken for a U.S. cruise missile by lower-ranking officers.
Oh, yeah, sure. Blame the rank and file.
The victims included 57 Canadian citizens, as well as 11 Ukrainians, 17 people from Sweden, 4 Afghans and 4 British citizens. Most of those killed were Iranians. Tasnim also reported that Iranian investigators were prepared for experts from France, Canada and the United States to examine the black box flight data recorder and the cockpit voice recorder, according to Reuters. Link. Clear. It wasn't clear when the black boxes would be sent to Ukraine, Reuters said.
How about right now? How about you send them right now, without any delay? Okay, but because that would make sense, that's why. So, Malaysia is giving Canada the treatment that it gave the Philippines. So this comes from Pinkolo, I believe. Malaysia sends back trash to 13 countries, including Canada. So let's... Oh my goodness. My goodness. RVA donates $5 to say some Richmond, Virginia shekels. Why, thank you very much, RVA. Very, very much appreciated, sir. By the way, people, I have been here listening. Hello, Irate. And all cruise missiles are made to have larger radar cross sections and to mimic passenger jets. Oh, yes. Yes. It's a very stealthy disguise for cruise missiles to disguise them as passenger jets. Yes, it's very innovative. So let's take a look at what Malaysia's up to.
Penang, Malaysia. Malaysia has sent back 150 containers of plastic waste to 13 mainly rich countries since the third quarter last year, with the Environment Minister warning on Monday that those who want to make the country a rubbish bin of the world can dream on.
Did it just say Environment Minister?
Penang, Malaysia. Malaysia has sent back 150 containers of plastic waste to 13 mainly rich countries since the third quarter last year, with the Environment Minister warning on Monday.
It did! It said Environment Minister. Why am I picturing a minstrel now singing about the environment? Let's see. Lies, says Pincalo. Let's see. Pincalo says, I am currently sitting at a coin shop waiting for someone. Can you guess who the dress wearing person is? Rather short skirt wearing person. Why are they doing that in this weather? It is too goddamn cold for that shit. A tranny hooker? Well, our friend, our buddy is a tranny, but not a hooker. A Malaysian minstrel, yes. Do I, Mr. Scott J87? Spider Pig does whatever a spider pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig. Look out. He is the Spider Pig. Oh, my goodness. It's freezing in Alabama. I highly doubt that. I come back to Blind Press singing. Yes, well. You want freezing, you come up here, alright? It was -4 degrees Fahrenheit on Friday. And then we got almost a foot of snow over the weekend. Let's see. What's the temperature right now? What's the temperature outside right now?
It's -8 degrees outside.
Okay. What is -8 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
-8 degrees Celsius is 17.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah. So when it's 17 degrees in Alabama, I rate, then I will agree that it is cold. For wow, it actually hit 32 degrees Fahrenheit in Alabama. God damn. That's that is cold for Alabama. Okay, I take that back.
Shipments of unwanted rubbish have been rerouted to Southeast Asia since China banned the import of plastic waste in 2018, but Malaysia and other developing countries are fighting back. Environment Minister Yeo Bee-yin said another 110 containers are expected to be sent back by the middle of this year. Yeo said the successful repatriation of a total 3,737 metric tons, 4,120 US tons, of waste followed strict enforcement at key Malaysian ports to block smuggling of waste and shuttering more than 200 illegal plastic recycling factories.
Illegal recycling factory. What the hell is this? Is the mafia getting into recycling now? They're not just into sanitation anymore. They're getting into the wonderful world of recycling. That's just amusing to me. All right then.
Of the 150 containers, 43 were returned to France, 42 to the United Kingdom, 17 to the United States, 11 to Canada, 10 to Spain and the rest to Hong Kong, Japan, Singapore, Portugal, China, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka and Lithuania, her ministry said.
I love how you just bitched about how all the Western countries are dumping their garbage on in Southeast Asia, and then like you named a whole bunch of Asian countries that you're sending garbage back to. It's like, okay, there goes your story about it's only the West. Back. Is the mob getting back into recycling? Yes, back. You're correct, Pincolo. I'm sitting at 17 degrees too. It's right on the edge of tolerable, says Duck Dog. Yeah, it's not too bad outside right now today because there isn't a wind to go with the -8 Celsius temperature. On Friday, with the wind, it was -20 Fahrenheit or Celsius, so it was stupid cold.
She said the Malaysian government didn't pay a single cent, with the costs of sending back the waste fully borne by the shipping liners and companies responsible for importing and exporting the waste. Yeo said talks were ongoing with U.S. authorities to take back another 60 containers this year. Canada also has 15 more containers, Japan 14, the UK 9 and Belgium 8 from 110 more containers that are still being held at Malaysian ports, she said. If people want to see us as the rubbish dump of the world, you dream on, Yeo told reporters during inspection at a port in northern Penang State.
Well, why don't you do what the Philippines does and make something out of your economy by becoming a reusable plastics maker? Why do we have to play volleyball um with what like why don't you make something out of your economy, like the Philippines is doing? With the wind chill yesterday, my beard was an ice cube, says Pincolo. It did. He had to thaw his beard out yesterday. It was not fun for him.
Yeo said the government will launch an action plan on illegal plastic importation next month that will help the different agencies coordinate enforcement and speed up the process of returning the waste. Our position is very firm. We just want to send back the waste, and we just want to give a message that Malaysia is not a dumping site of the world, she added. Your current frame. Advertisement.
Okay, but why did they send it to you in the first place? What? I find that interesting. And of course, now I'm hiccuping because my body doesn't give a shit that I'm live. Thank you very much, body. Oh, it's very helpful of you. Jesus. Fuck off. What happens if I drink my coffee backwards? Oh, un otra Streamlab donation. Let's see here. Mr. Scott donates $3 to say, duck dog does whatever a duck dog does. Can he fly like a duck? No, he can't. He's a dog. Look out. Here comes the dog. Thank you, Mr. Scott. Let's see. Just convert to Kelvin. You'll feel warmer. It's like 265 Kelvin. Ah. Well, I know one thing. The day Blind runs out of news is the day we should all be worried. Yes, agreed. Okay. So, we moved to Nova Scotia here. Hopefully, global news will not paywall me. No, it looks like it will not. That is good. Okay, so we seem to have a public health crisis going on in Nova Scotia. If I can get to the headlines. But there's a syphilis outbreak going on in Nova Scotia right now. Perhaps Nova Scotians should be wearing condoms when they are having sex.
Public health officials have declared a provincial outbreak of syphilis after an increase in cases in 2019, according to a statement released by the Nova Scotia Health Authority, NSHA, on Monday.
Again, guys, it's called condoms.
Syphilis is a bacterial sexually transmitted infection, STI, contracted through unprotected anal, oral or vaginal sex. It can read.
Yes, it is.
Syphilis is a bacterial sexually transmitted infection, STI, contracted through unprotected anal, oral or vaginal sex. It can cause serious and permanent damage to the body if untreated.
Yep, including dementia.
Read link. According to the NSHA, preliminary data recorded 82 cases in Nova Scotia in 2019. That compares to approximately 50 cases in 2018 and 38 cases in 2017. The cases to date have been diagnosed in people ages 20 to 65 across the province.
20 to 65. Good God. And it seems like they're increasing by about 20 to 30 each year. That's a fairly large increment for such a small province, too. Syphilis outbreak in Nova Scotia shortly after. Oh, excuse me. Shortly after cards bearing "My name is Aisha, new girl in town," police reported. Let's see. Well, when they are stuck in their homes for months on end, yeah, you're not wrong, Gunfox.
Story continues. Third part NSHA also stated there appeared to be an increasing proportion of cases among women, 20% in 2019, compared to 10% in 2018 and 5% in 2017.
Well, then women should be making their sexual partners put condoms on.
Safer sex practices and getting tested for syphilis can help decrease the number of syphilis cases we are seeing in Nova Scotia currently, Dr. Gaynor Watson-Creed, Nova Scotia's Deputy Medical Officer of Health, said in a media release. Knowing your status for sexually transmitted infections, including syphilis, is really important for our health and also the health of others.
Yes.
Read more. Link. Symptoms of syphilis may first appear 10 to 90 days after a person becomes infected, with the average period of time being 21 days. While some people may not experience any symptoms, syphilis can produce different symptoms at each stage of infection, including bullet, an open sore at the point of infection, genital area, anus, mouth or lips, your current bullet, flu-like illness, bullet, muscle aches and pains, bullet, fatigue, bullet, a rash on the bullet, a rash on the chest, back, palms of hands and bottoms of feet. Syphilis is treatable with antibiotics. Later stages of syphilis can cause serious impact on the brain, heart and other organs, or even death.
Yep.
Story continues. Third-party safe sex practices, including the use of condoms and oral dams for each sexual interaction, can help prevent syphilis. Unprotected sexual contact increases the risk of contracting syphilis and other sexually transmitted infections. Read more.
So, yeah, people in Nova Scotia, wear condoms. Save yourself some trouble. So, this is a sad story. This is from Global News. If you guys know of David Olney, he passed away. He passed away on stage, actually, on Saturday while he was performing. I think I skipped the article here. Did I? Looks like it. Yeah. Okay. So he was performing on Saturday and quite literally suffered a heart attack on stage and died. So it says singer-songwriter David Olney dies on stage during festival. Let's check on chat first. So he gave a killer performance. Ooh. I suppose so. That is awful, yeah. So let's see here. Alright.
Your revered American singer-songwriter David Olney died on Saturday, January 18th. He was 71. FSK, the veteran, link, musician, and poet died after suffering a heart attack on stage during his own set at the 2020 30A Songwriters Festival in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. A statement issued to Olney's link official website confirmed his passing on Saturday.
That is so sad. I've seen some acts die on stage, but that's taking it too far. At least he died doing what he loved. If there's any solace in this, it's that. It's still a very sad story, though. Yeah. Widowmaker is no joke. No.
Olney was often considered a pioneer of the Americana genre thanks to his indelible songs and captivating live performances. Throughout his 5-decade-spanning music career, he released 20 studio albums, seemingly inspiring many of those who crossed his path along the way. Amy Rigby, a fellow musician and close friend of Olney's, described him as a beautiful man, a legend and a songwriting poet, in a commemorative Facebook post shared on Sunday following his death. FB story continues. Bill third-party. She recounted witnessing the graceful and dignified death. Olney was in the middle of his third song when he stopped, apologized and shut his eyes, wrote Rigby.
Oh, that's just heartbreaking. That is so sad.
He was very still, sitting upright with his guitar on, wearing the coolest hat and a beautiful rust suede jacket, she added. We laughed, because it was raining like hell outside the boathouse where we were playing. FS. Read more. Link. She continued. Link. Rock and Roll Hall. She continued. At first, it looked like he was just taking a moment. Scott Miller had the presence of mind to say we needed to revive him. Doctors in the audience and 30A folks were all working so hard to get him to come to. It's hard to post about this because I can't really believe he's gone.
Yeah, that's... Oh, sorry. It's... Ugh. I don't know why I even picked this story, especially with what I've heard about my grandma. Kind of hits home for me. So yeah. I'm not gonna read anymore, but rest in peace, sir. And we're losing too many good people. We're losing too many good people. So now we're going to go on to the article that got spoiled. World's End, huge asteroid skims by the Earth today. Let's see which asteroid it is. If I can find the actual story. There we go. Okay. So the highlights are...
The asteroid will hurtle past the planet as a closer approach trajectory. NASA is closely monitoring an asteroid with an estimated diameter of about 755 feet, larger than the Golden Gate Bridge Tower or more than twice the height of London's Big Ben, that is currently heading towards Earth and is expected to skim past the planet on Monday.
That's a big rock.
Flying towards the planet at a speed of over 61,500 miles per hour, the near-Earth object, NEO, is big enough to destroy an entire city if collides with the Earth.
Yes, it is. And that is also a very fast rate of speed. 65,000 miles per hour. That's stupid fast. Come on, baby, hit the massive bullseye. Don't worry, I got this. Global warming is to blame for near-Earth asteroid impacts, says Fury Kitten. Yes, it's all global warming.
The approaching asteroid has been identified as 2020 AQ1. According to express.co.uk, the asteroid will make its closest Earth approach on January 20 at around 2:54 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11:54 a.m. UAE time, 1:24 p.m. India time. The European Space Agency, ESA, has identified 21,655 neo-asteroids and 109 neo-comets. The asteroid will hurtle past the planet on what astronomers have described as a closer approach trajectory.
Okay, so it will be passing us, but it's not going to hit.
Frame. NASA's trackers estimate the rock measures somewhere in the range of 328 feet minus 754 feet across, more than twice the height of London's Big Ben.
That's a big stone.
Last September, a pair of asteroids flew past the Earth. These asteroids have been well observed and their orbits are very well known, said NASA's Planetary Defense Officer Lindley Johnson. Both of these asteroids are passing at about 14 lunar distances from the Earth, or about 3.5 million miles away, but small asteroids pass by Earth this close all the time, he added. This article has been adapted from its original link image.
So
Copy
that's
link heading level 2.
so that's the article. So we've got a giant rock coming by us at a trajectory, or at a near Earth trajectory. But it doesn't look like it's going to keyhole, which is coming in between the Earth and the Moon. Which is good. Grillin' Pirate Pete says, I hear that Pat Robertson says that the asteroids are coming to us because of all the gays. That's funny. Let's see here. Cultural enrichment via Space Rock of Peace. Yep. There you go, guys. Well, my friends, I cannot stop hiccuping. So instead of hiccuping in your ears, like that, I'm going to end here and figure this out and get this to stop. It's aggravating as fuck. I do thank you guys for hanging out with me. You've actually helped cheer me up quite a bit, and I do thank you all for that very much. Thank you to RVA and Martin, Johnny Hellcat, and Mr. Scotch for Mr. Scott J87 for the donations. You guys are awesome. Remember, there is a video coming out tomorrow, and it's a rant video this week, so I'm sure you'll all be looking forward to that. Thank you to Gunny for all the news. I appreciate it all the time. Remember that tomorrow night I will be on Minions of the Zoo with Skep Talk, and then on Wednesday Skep Talk will be on here with me. So come and join us for those as well. And thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being such awesome people and an awesome chat. And thanks for helping me feel a little better. You guys are great. And with that, I will say have a fantastic rest of your Monday. I'm going to go shoot myself for the hiccups now. Bye, guys.